Welcome to this presentation from the Wisconsin First Detector Network. This video was adapted from a Wisconsin First Detector Network training session. In this video, you'll hear Brian Hudelson from the Plant Disease Diagnostic Clinic talk about tobacco mosaic.
One that I really worry about spreading into native areas because it just has such a huge host range is tobacco mosaic virus. This is a broad host range virus that can be found actually in tobacco products, but in a variety of herbaceous ornamentals. Like I said, huge host range. And this is so devastating because it's so easily transmitted. It can be transmitted by touch. So if you happen to smoke and have a batch of tobacco that has this virus, or if you handle plants that are infected, you can pick this virus up on your hands. And if you go and handle other healthy plants, you can actually inoculate the plants that way. Typical symptoms to watch for: kind of yellowing on the leaves, kind of a blotchy color, particularly if you get this kind of seersucker or kind of bubbly sort of look to the leaves associated with blotchy leaf color, or distortions in leaves. Definitely be concerned. It may not necessarily be tobacco mosaic virus, but it could be some other sort of virus. These are very typical viral symptoms. With the viruses in general, for management, with this one in particular, good washing of your hands routinely as you're handling plants with a really soapy, a lot of soap and water, and cleaning of tools with really heavy soapy solutions. If you want the kind of the technical things that we recommend, if you go onto my website, which I'll have at the end on the very last slide, it's at pddc.wisc.edu website. We have a fact sheet on Hostavirus X that has basically recipes for various concoctions that you can use for decontaminating tools and other things that might come into contact with virus-infected material. But for hands, good soapy water is a great way to do it. It basically deactivates the virus. Again, this has such a wide host range, but we're really worried about spreading it all over the place. We oftentimes have it coming in on things like petunias. And the latest incident that we had with that was where plants were produced in Central America. The folks that were growing the plants were well aware of this virus. They were actually taking a lot of precautions to prevent introduction into their greenhouses. They're actually forcing their employees to wear a set of clothes only at work. But they made the mistake of letting employees take these clothes home to launder, and one of their employees had a spouse who smoked, got the clothing even though it was laundered, contaminated with the virus, and brought it back into the greenhouse. And we've had another situation where a truck driver that was delivering plants to a greenhouse smoked, probably left the virus on the handles of boxes that he was helping haul in, and it subsequently got picked up by employees at the greenhouse and then spread throughout their growing stock. And again, we worry a lot about this in greenhouse grown materials, but this could very easily go to outdoor native plants as well. The host range is that large. And this is how you get a hold of me if you have any questions.
Thanks for watching this video from the Wisconsin First Detector Network. To learn more about our network or to access additional information about invasive species in Wisconsin, please visit our website or contact us.